Right guys, Gary back again. On today's video I'm going to show you how I painted this. This is a Mouse Burglar from the tabletop game Burrows Badgers. I've really enjoyed painting this. It's quite small and quite detailed. So yeah, let's have a look at how I did it. See you in a sec. For this model I used a combination of Citadel and Instar paints. I'll put links down below for Instar, they're really good. As always, I did a undercoat of standard Mechanicus grey and then went over the arms, legs and head with Xandri dust. And when that was dry I went for a layer of Goreful brown over the head, legs and arms. I wanted to keep the hands and feet as sort of a very almost sandy colour. Because I'll be honest, I've not seen a mouse in real life. I've actually had to Google what a mouse looks like. Because my only other reference is from the Tom and Jerry cartoon, so this was a fun one for me. I then followed that with a wash of Agrax Earthshade to give the skin, hands, fur, everything a bit of detail. And then this is probably the most nervous I've been doing any part of a model, trying to do the eyes. Nice Abaddon black. I'm not a big fan of trying to do eyes on most of the models I paint, but I figured these were big enough for me to give a shot. I'm quite happy with how they turned out. And then I wanted to try and get the nose a little bit pinker, but I didn't want to go too far. So I used Caribou Crimson Wash on the nose itself and the insides of the ears. Just to give it a bit of sort of a fleshy appearance in there. And then I went over the pouch, belt, straps and the leather armour on his arm with Dryad Bark. I was worried that the browns I was using weren't actually too different, but I'm happy with the final result. And then I washed it over again with Agrax Earthshade to try and bring out the brown on his face and fur a bit more. And then it was Steel Legion Drab for the sack that he's carrying all of his loot in. And then I used Sapphire Blue, which is a matte paint from Instar Paints. I wanted this blue to come out quite bright, so I did end up giving it 2 coats in the end. Now I've not really come across this sort of base before, so I was a little nervous about how to do it. So I ended up getting a tub of the Sterling Mud texture paint from Citadel and basically just filling in the slot. So I put it on quite thick. And then while that was drying I went over the sword with Lead Belcher, give it a nice silver base. And then went over all of the leather with another coat of Agrax Earthshade, because I realised I'd forgotten to do that. And I touched up a bit around the hands, did the second coat where it needed. And I went over the sack with Agrax Earthshade again. And I went over the blue tunic with Nuln Oil to give it a sort of dirty look. Seems to be a running theme across most of my miniatures, nice dirty look. And while I was waiting for that, I actually did do the basing, so I put some grass and some stones down on the base. Once the lead belcher was dry, I went over the handle with Royal Gold from Instar Paints. It's part of their Metallics range. I really do like their Metallics range. It's got a very wide range of colours, which I think I've got all of. And there he is, that's the Mouse Burglar from Burrows Badgers. I really did enjoy painting this one. I've not really painted that many animals, so once I heard about a game that featured anthropomorphic animals, I was very intrigued, and then after seeing quite a few people on my Instagram posting these up, and the owner of Modelbox was sharing his on the Facebook group, I knew that I had to give this a shot. So I enjoyed it, really did. Also really happy with how it came out. I know I need to work on my basing a bit more. But yeah, oh, I can just see a single blade of static grass sticking out of the pouch. I'll sort that out later. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun painting the figure, as you might have guessed, and I hope you found this kind of interesting. If you did, let me know down below what you think, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. So until then, see you next time. See ya!